Hey everyone, welcome to Let's Play Valheim Mistlands featuring Epic Loot. We're going to jump into the game and I'll explain things as we go. I've already created an empty character and I've already created an empty world. It'll take just a moment to load in. We'll change our views around here. We're starting off in the Meadows biome. There's a link in the description to a video overview of the mods that I use and those settings if you want to race or play along or if you just want to sit back and enjoy, please. We started off in the Standing Stones. These are all of the bosses we're going to have to face. Hugin is over here and we're going to talk to him. Welcomes us, tells us that these are all the sacrificial stones for the Forsaken. We have to fight them to get back to Valhalla. Same thing. I'm not going to read through all the text. Feel free if you want. This is a Vegvisir, which marks the location of the first boss that we have to fight. So hitting X puts the boss on the map. Right now our map is fogged out because we're completely unexplored at this point. As we explore, this fog will get pushed back and we'll be able to register more on the map. But to begin with, what we're going to do is we're just going to go around and pick up everything we can. Loot everything on the ground. You'll start learning recipes, rag tunic, stone, torch. Hugin will keep popping up. You can always turn those helpful prompts off, but otherwise he'll be back here with various conversations. Right. Careful about the weather. Gotcha. You want to look for things like mushrooms. Mushrooms are food. Berries are food. He'll give you all those tips about the food that you eat, morsels, etc., etc. Raspberries. Now, some food that you get, you're going to have to cook it, but not so with berries right now, anyway. We are going to eat a berry. So, just a real brief look at the interface here. You've got your inventory up in the left, your health meter in the lower left. That'll show you your hit points. When you eat food, you have 3 food slots you can fill with a meal. You can't eat the same food over and over. It'll only fill up. Like if I eat a raspberry, if I try to eat another raspberry, I can't eat more raspberries. But I could eat a mushroom, and now I have the benefit of both of those foods. Anything with a silver fork is going to be a balanced piece of food. The health and stamina are typically even. Anything that's going to be a yellow or gold fork is going to have more stamina and less hit points, and anything that has a red fork has more hit points and less stamina. So we need to collect a few more mats, definitely, but we're going to talk to Hugin here real quick. Take stock of your inventory. You can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. So back to my inventory for a moment. On the right-hand side, you'll see what we can craft right now. Very few things. A hammer, a stone axe, and a club. The hammer is for constructing things. Buildings in the world, the workbenches and stuff that we use. We'll definitely need one of those. But right now we want a stone axe because we want a weapon. We have a torch right now, which is okay as a weapon and okay as a light source. But we need more. So we're going to go grab some more branches and some more stones, and maybe I see a piece of flint over here. Flint is another crafting material that we can use. There's a grayling, so we're just gonna beat him down with our fists right now. Okay, he's gonna drop a couple things, nothing important. So while we're dealing with the interface, I still need a couple more wood. Let me get this axe fashioned first, and then what I'm going to do is we can just beat down these small trees. We need an axe to take down anything bigger, but the small trees we can take down with our fists, and that will give me enough wood to fashion an axe. Axes are good for taking down trees, and they're good for fighting enemies. Like this guy. So combat goes much smoother. Ooh, there's a few Grey Dwarves actually over there. Grey Dwarves are tougher than Greylings. Grey Dwarves come from the Black Forest. They've got blue eyes instead of yellow. We can take them up here. They don't feel good fighting them, though. If you see when they lean back as I hit them sometimes, that is them being staggered. I'm going to talk about the skill system in a moment here as soon as I take this guy out, but... Some of these noises here, you'll learn to distinguish between the sound of parrying someone versus the sound of just critting them. We can't take this tree down yet. This one's too big. It says too hard. We can still get skill off of it, but... And so, really quickly, the skill system here. Up on the top right, you'll see the compendium. That's going to have all of Hugin's messages if you want to review what he said. There's some other things in the log here. Active effects, if you have any... I don't have any effects right now. Whoop. And we're going to attack. Greylings aren't very aggressive. They'll kind of come and take a poke at you. Grey Dwarves are aggressive and will kind of chase you down. The Greylings are a little more of a nuisance. One of the other important things over here is skills. So Valheim is sort of it has an active skill system to it. When you run, so you hold down your sprint key to run, you'll gain run skill. When you fight with an axe, you'll gain axe skill. When you chop wood with an axe, you'll gain wood cutting skill. And that will make your damage ranges, for example, my axe over here, if I close this and mouse over my axe, you'll see that it says /15, and in parentheses it has 4 to 9. The 4 to 9 is the damage range based off of my skill. So as my skill level goes up, I will get closer to that 15. That is the damage rating of the axe itself. But right now my axe skill is awfully low, so I have to keep swinging and blocking and whatnot. But I'm also going to take down some more of these trees. So you can come over, you can axe stumps, you can axe fallen trees, you can axe, you know, there's the bigger oaks you can't take down. We can take down these trees over here. We can't take down oak or birch, which are the white trees. Let's see how much wood we have right now. We have 6 wood, so we can't even build a workbench. But I did see a couple things we want to keep an eye out for are going to be structures. So we want to look for any buildings that may have chests in them. Take this down too. We're also going to want to look for more food, because food is what gives you the hit points and the stamina. I'm going to recover my stamina for a minute here. It's what gives you the hit points and the stamina to let you fight, to let you chop things down. Okay. I thought I saw another Grey Dwarf in the distance over here, but now I don't. But I do see the structure here. Maybe... grab a couple more stones. I have 10 wood, so I can build a workbench. So this structure has a lot of wood in it. And one thing you can do... oh yeah, I have to make a... Let me cut this log first, because I have to make a hammer so I can actually build the workbench. Okay. Hammer takes 3 wood. Okay, now we can do a campfire, a wood stack, cooking station, workbench, etc. Hugin is somewhere around wanting to talk to me. Oh, there's that Grey Dwarf. Right now I'm sneaking. I have my stealth kind of going on. You can see that little eyeball in the middle of the screen. The closer it is to being completely closed... surprised me around the corner. The closer it is to being closed... see, now it's wide open. So something knows I'm there. But the closer it is to being closed, yeah, we'll just get this chat out of the way. Talking about we crafted a hammer, we can make a workbench. We're going to make a workbench actually right here, so we can deconstruct this building for all of the mats in it. And also, that gave us a few items we could craft. I don't know where that other Grey Dwarf went off to. I don't see him. It's okay. They gave us a couple other items we could craft as well. but we're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do instead is we're going to deconstruct some of this building for the wood. And then we'll... Oh, there's a chest up there too. Great. This is what we really want to look for, is... It's not going to fall down until I deconstruct an awful lot of this building. We want to look for chests, structures like these, because they'll often have chests in them, and those chests may contain loot, and because we're using the Epic Loot mod, they also may contain magic items. Creatures can drop magic items with Epic Loot, and we want to get those because they can make our character stronger. I'm going to put a roof over this temporarily, just so I can repair my axe because it's already a little damaged. Get that out of the way. And that out of the way. There we go. And now the structure's all fallen down. Oh. It looks about... It's not exactly... I don't feel like that's exactly right. Sometimes it's hard to line up. There we go. Now, we may not have enough cover yet to use this. No, we can. Okay, good. So, usually a workbench needs minimal cover from the elements. A roof, a couple walls. We can repair all of our items. It doesn't cost any mats to do it. And then we can look and see what we can craft. If we had more flint, we could actually craft a flint axe. That would be cool. That would do more damage than the stone axe. If we could make some arrows, but we don't have the skill to craft a bow yet. So we're going to need to do that. We're going to grab up all these mats. Looks like the chest had some flint arrows and maybe a little bit of flint in it. Okay. So at this point, we're just going to break all of these things back down to get the wood. We're going to break down the workbench last. Okay. And then I wonder if there is a... So this area over here with these pine trees, once you start seeing pine trees and you're in the meadow, this is the Black Forest biome, actually. That's the second biome. We don't really want to be spending a lot of time in here right now. Hugin's going to show up somewhere over here and tell us, go back until you beat the boss for the first biome. So, it's a dangerous place. What I would maybe like to do if I could see... There's two different types of pine trees in here. This is the standard one. There's another one that gives core wood. And if I could find one of those, I would take it down because... Oh. Well. Oh. Yeah, I got to be careful here. I could die. I need to eat some food. Okay, that's the last of my food. Low on health. You don't want to get hit by these rocks either. They throw a mean stone. Okay. We are low on food, but I see some raspberries over here. And there's also some deer. We're going to want to take those out. We're going to want to find some boar to take out as well. There's some neck. Oh. Somehow we managed to wind up going right past these boar. I don't think they were here before. Boar can be pretty dangerous. So I'm going to try to sneak up on one to kill it from stealth. They can be particularly dangerous when there are a lot of them, and me not having a shield, and also not having good stealth. They'll also chase you forever. If I could just get one, that would be cool. So that yellow symbol over the top of that boar means he's looking for something. I'm going to let him see me, see if he'll aggro me. Turn around, buddy. Wow. Apparently they're not noticing a lot right now. I'm going to collect a little more flint while I'm by the water. Usually that's where you're going to find flint. There are, in other biomes, you'll find certain materials by the water in those, but in the meadows, it's flint. Actually, we do have enough to make the next tier of axe, which would definitely help us deal with boar. But we definitely want to get one of these boars. Come here, buddy. Come here. There we go. Boar meat, a couple recipes there. Recipe for a bow, a shield. Great. Good stuff. See if we can get the attention of another one. We're going to need to find more raspberries, too. Yeah. So, one of those sounds there was me critting, right? That sort of clashy sound. There'll be another sound you'll see if you parry someone right when they attack. So, normally by right-clicking, you'll block. Okay, see me holding that up defensively? If something hits you while you're blocking, you'll reduce the damage taken. If you time hitting block to land at the same time that their attack lands, you can parry them, and it will... If you have enough block strength, you will stagger them, and then you'll get to crit them with your hit. So let's go over here and get this last boar taken care of. There he is. Oh, and he led us to some raspberries. Good job there, buddy. Well, the boar ran away. He'll be back. We're going to grab these raspberries. You can say boar are usually pretty aggressive when they are aggroed. We're just going to keep grabbing some sticks. So again, we're kind of on the lookout for some buildings. We know where the boss is, so we're going to start heading in that direction with our exploration. Well, here's a couple buildings right over here. All right, well, they're great. So one of the things you want to do is find shelter, particularly as it gets closer to night. There tend to be more things, more greylings and such that come out at night. This is really close to the Black Forest. So I'm not super excited about that, but there's a couple boar here. And I spot some carrot seeds that we're just going to snag. Yeah. Are there any giant... There's two types of... There's a tree right over there I can see. There are two types of trees in the Black Forest. And if we can chop one down right now, early on, we'll get a piece of wood. It's called core wood that will unlock a recipe for us. And the reason why I'm so keen to unlock recipes is right now with Epic Loot, I have it set to only allow me to get magic item drops if I know the recipe for the item. So the item in particular I'm interested in is the... Let's go in here and see if there's a... I don't see a chest, but there is a door. That's a pretty good shelter. We're going to take out these four over here. There's another one over here. I'm going to look, see if there's a chest in here. And I'm going to try to... I have more, right? Yeah, I have raspberries. Try to take out this boar. I'm going to try to parry him. Well, he missed. He's going to charge back in, though. Just going to jump in the window. Oh, there's a bed, but that bed's broken, and you can't use a broken bed. It is kind of getting dark, and when it gets dark, it also gets cold. Wow, there's a lot of boar over here. Great. So we're going to want to hurry up and get our shelter going. I'm going to take out... Oh, no. Great dwarf already. Yeah. Oh, and a whole bunch over there. Okay. Alright, well, since it is getting dark, we're going to hop through this window. And then... Now, a workbench needs to be underneath a roof. So we're going to put it in this corner right here, underneath the roof. Kind of cramped. And it says the station is still too exposed. My guess is because the wind... The direction of the wind blowing tends to influence whether it's exposed. It could be because it's sticking through the roof a little bit, or it could be because the roof is damaged. We're going to switch just to our repair option here and repair the roof. And see if that helps. I don't know if that's going to help at all. No. Let's break it down and we'll just move it a little bit. Still too exposed, so it could be that we just need to put this roof in on the other side. Our other option is we're just going to move it closer to the door. Okay. So we can repair our gear again. We can look over the items that we can craft now. You can also, in addition to crafting, you see there's an upgrade tab. It will show you amongst the items that you've already built, the ones that you can upgrade. We're not going to upgrade our stone axe, though, because we're going to, if anything, we're going to craft a flint axe. That's going to give us, excuse me. If you look, the flint axe does 20 slash. Our stone axe does 15. Upgrading the stone axe would make it a 20. So the same as a flint axe, but I think the flint axe will give us a higher upgrade path, basically, than the stone axe will. And we have the flint on us right now. We could make a spear, could make a shield. Probably a shield would be a good idea. It's much easier to parry with a shield. If you notice, the parry bonus on the shield is 1.5. So that takes the block force and increases it by 50%. So it'll be like a parry force of 30, whereas right now parrying, well, we have a block force of 20. It combines both of the things together. Let's get this axe made. Okay. The other thing we want to do, we have lots of wood. So since we're here, we have enough stone. We need to build a fire. So we are going to switch to our fire. Now to build a fire, you have to build it on the bare ground. So we're just going to remove that little piece right there. Plop a fire down. And also while we're here, we're going to build a bed. We've got to fix that fire. We'll fix it momentarily. We're going to build a bed right in this corner here. I think that'll work. Yeah. Oh, a brute, a gray dwarf brute. That's not cool at all. Oh, no. Well, all right. Hugin's going to tell us we can claim this bed. It's a great idea. We've set our spawn point so that if we die, we're going to respawn right there. I didn't expect a brute to show up. We are next to the Black Forest, so that's a little scary. He's not necessarily going to bash his way through right now. If you see the eye slit on here is closed, so he doesn't see me. Eventually, he'll go back about his business. He does want to destroy my workbench, though. That's kind of what the AI likes to try to do. We are going to build, we're going to change our layout a little bit here so that we can get this fire going. The fire will actually drive the brute away. Just had to remove that little piece of roof. And then we're going to do... I guess we'll... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, I've got a wall in the right spot. Great. And then we're going to put a couple half walls in here just to hem our fire in a little bit. Okay. If it rains, we'll have to put a little bit of a roof over it. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just build a little... Let's build that right there. Oh, now someone's beating on the door. Oh, the brute's beating on the door. We're going to lay down and sleep. That'll push us into the morning. We should no longer have a brute outside of our door. Or maybe he's still there. Yeah. He's still there. Alright, we are going to craft ourselves a shield. I would not recommend fighting a brute. I would particularly not recommend fighting a brute if you don't have enough hit points and armor, and we don't. I'm going to ignore him for the moment and put down a couple meat crafting stations so we can get some of this boar meat cooking, because that will at least give us something. The other thing we're going to do is put our hammer to repair and just fix all of the damage so that... Oh. It looks like we're missing a piece of roof here, and I don't know if that was because of the brute or not, but we're just going to repair as much as we can right now. Oh, there's a skeleton. A skeleton archer, in fact. That's not cool. Okay. Let's go out and deal with this skeleton. Oh, it's a 1-star. Oh, gosh. Oh, that definitely hurt bad. Wow. And he's on the roof. Oh, gosh. So 1-star skeletons have more hit points and do more damage than no-star skeletons. And we're going to try to get him into the... I don't think I can get him into the fire. I'm going to try to get my hit points up a little. I don't know if I can block him successfully with my shield. I don't know if I can parry his attacks. Oh, killed the boar. Thanks, buddy. But I'm going to wait for my hit points to get up a little higher. I'm also going to try to... Oh, jeez. The straight-up block definitely does not work. I don't have any mushrooms, so... Hopefully he'll take out the boar. Nope. No chance yet. Ooh. Oh, man. Ha! Okay. See if I can lure him into the fire. I don't think that's going to work. All right, well, I'm going to leave him alone for a minute and go find myself a little bit more food. Yeah. Tell me about my shield. Thanks, buddy. So, not what I expected there. But yeah, we'll go get some more raspberries and some more mushrooms, some other food, and then we'll come back and deal with that skeleton. I would like to beat him down, but man, that's here we go. There's some mushrooms. One feature, whoops, let me take out this grayling here and I'll tell you. One feature you can do on your map, it's kind of cool, so I'll pull the map back up here once I get stealth. So you see these markers on the map, you can now see that there's a little bed down here, that's where my bed is. You can also use these symbols over on the right to mark things. So for example, I'm going to put a dot here and I'm going to do M3, because there were 3 mushrooms here. So mushrooms will respawn. I can come back later and maybe get more mushrooms out of there. Also, now that I have 3 pieces of food, I think I can go deal... I'm going to go deal with that skeleton. I'm going to have to deal with him because he's blocking my spawn point, and he's probably going to destroy the structure over time to get out if I don't take the fight to him. So, I got 72 hit points now. I'm feeling kind of good. Come on out, buddy. Come on. Oh. I don't think I can hit him. Nope, can't hit him through the... I don't want to go in there because I don't want to get caught on fire. I don't know if I can deconstruct the right thing. Come on. Come on. Alright, well. I'm at max health, so I'm gonna... Oh, can't get in there. Huh. Guess I will have to go through the... Alright, well in that case, we're gonna do it this way. Actually, we'll just do this. That'll give him a route to come out. Come on. Ooh, man. That guy hits really hard. A little bit of dodging. Ooh. Oh, we're both staggered. Oh, but I don't have stamina. Ooh. Yeah, ran out of stamina there. Ooh. Oh, took him down. Ooh. Man, what a fight. I might have put my base in the wrong area. We're gonna make a couple modifications here just to make this a little better to defend. And a little better to, oops, a little better to inhabit. Now we'll just put this back against this wall here. That way we can get in and out. I mean, I suppose that was good for keeping the brood out. But at this point... We'll do this slantier roof here. I'm not really concerned about aesthetics right now. I'm mostly concerned about... There. I'm mostly concerned about shelter and being able to craft in relative peace. So, that'll be good for now. Now, the odd thing is usually having skeletons around means that there's either a bit of treasure or something else nearby. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got to rebuild this wall here. Also, we'll just make a door out of that side too. Okay. We left a piece of boar meat on the spit, and it turned into coal. Coal's useful. It's another item. Everything is going to be useful. It has some sort of use in the game. Now we want to go out and we're going to need to collect some more wood. I saw way over here some of the taller trees that I was talking about where I wanted to cut one down for core wood. I don't really want to go into the Black Forest too much, but I want to... Man, I really wish this fog would clear up because kind of scary. Okay. We need a couple more boar. For sure. I would like to check out this stone structure over here. Oh, there's a shaman guarding them. Shaman cast healing and poison spells, so not fun. We're going to look and see what we need to get a bow built. We also need to build a chest so we can start storing some of these items in here. To get a bow built, we need 10 wood and 8 leather scraps. We have 4 leather scraps, and we'll be able to get wood no sweat. We could even, now that we have a workbench here, we could deconstruct all of this fencing around here. We could deconstruct the other building. just outside the crafting circle. Even deconstructing these signs here on the signpost gives us coal, right? We could deconstruct, well, we can't deconstruct the wood, we're too far away. But we can break it down, and that's going to give us a lot of wood. That's like taking down a tree really easy. So we'll get our chests going here, and then we'll do a little more exploring. Our goal is going to be to go over, we're going to head over to the boss stone shortly here as well. 7. Furniture. Put a chest right there. And that way we can store bones, dandelions, these seeds. The seeds are not going to be used for quite a while. Grey dwarf eyes. We don't have a bow yet, so can't use that either. We should cook. We're going to cook the rest of this food here. Hopefully we won't get attacked while we're doing it. Oh. Looks like a piece of... Yeah, there we go. Well, at least the skeleton was good for something. And then we'll get the boar trophy in there. We don't... If we can help it, we don't want to be making rag armor right now. So that freed up our inventory some. Still have this fog around here, so we're definitely not going to mess with those Grey Dwarves over there in the fog, because Grey Dwarves on their own can be daunting early on. A Shaman on his own can be daunting early on, but them all sort of being grouped together in the fog. I don't know if you can see over there, but there's a few over there and that Shaman. I'd like to get in that building, but I'm not going to take a risk for that. So we're going to head to this boss stone that's to the west here. One tip about maneuvering. That's interesting. One tip about maneuvering. When you see dead things on the ground, that usually means there's something around killing them. If you don't have any weapons equipped, you move faster. And certain armor also affects your movement. Yeah, there's a couple dead things, a couple dead necks over here. And I don't believe Grey Dwarves kill necks, so it could have been that skeleton archer. Oh. Was that Hugin? That was interesting. That is Hugin. Well, this is why there were skeletons nearby. So this is a... Oh, there's another skeleton nearby, and I hope that that archer is not a 1-star archer as well. Nope, he's just a regular one. Ooh, I feel much better. This guy I can deal with. Well, he sees me. Oh, I tried to parry. That's alright. They do far less damage. Okay. So, we're going to mark this on the map. We're not going to go in right now. There's treasure below here. There's going to be... Hey buddy. There's going to be skeletons. Could be really bad ones. But there's good stuff underneath here. But what we're going to do here first is we're going to use this... Oh my gosh. Well... What the... Oh, okay, well... We're not going to mark this yet because there's the Shaman and the Grey Dwarves. I should have left him for the... We're gonna withdraw a little bit here. Gonna try to string him out. If we can take out the Grey Dwarves and just leave the Shaman will be no problem. But a Shaman with Grey Dwarves... So, one of the things you can do when you're blocking is if you hit your jump button... We're just going to run away from that so we don't get poisoned. If you hit your... Wow, we really need to regen too. We've got to eat a little mushroom here. Yep. Okay. We're going to lure this guy away. Run. Again, run away from the cloud. If you block and hit your jump button, you will tumble roll. So that's one way to run past the... Okay. His regen doesn't matter because we killed that guy. So we're going to get some nice open land here, and then we're going to block and tumble roll past his attack. That's the quick way to beat down a Shaman. Avoid the poison, roll past it, and beat him down at that point. You may need to back up or maneuver, and you hope that there's nothing bigger like a brute or whatnot. We can also cook up these necktails. I think I'm going to cook both of those up for a little bit more hit point food. Oh, that stone structure over there should be unguarded now, because that was the group from that stone structure. We're also going to mark... It was about over here, so I tend to use these symbols, the dots for mushrooms and stuff, and this symbol is going to be for the chambers, the burial chambers. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. We're going to take out this grayling and then... Now, with Epic Loot active, there's a chance that when you search chests or kill mobs that an item will drop that, because of my settings, that if I can craft it, it's a potential magic item drop. So far, I mean, we haven't seen anything, but maybe we'll get lucky in this chest here. Oh, well, a magic tower shield. Not super happy about that. Tower shields you can't parry with. They're really great for blocking, but the lack of parry, I tend to like to parry my opponents. I like staggering dudes. Okay. There are two types of pine trees in the Black Forest. We're going to duck in here and knock one down. The ones with the leaves close to the ground are not the kind we want. Oh, here's a copper deposit. We're going to mark that too. Crouch real quick here. I want to get this done before night falls, because I don't want to be around here nightfall. But the ones without the branches all the way to the ground, these have core wood in them. These pines you can take down. They'll have core wood in them. And it's going to take a lot of chopping. But the core wood is going to unlock a recipe for the siege, for the stag breaker. And yeah, I'm drawing a lot of attention here. I just need the drop for the recipe. There we go. All right. I think that's all I need it for. Log beams. It may not be open to me yet, but yeah, that's fine. We'll take these guys out. Okay, now we're going to get out of here. We don't need a ton of core wood. I just wanted a couple pieces. I think I also need to take out a deer for the deer antlers, because Stag Breaker requires deer antlers. The reason why I'm talking about that weapon so good is it's a two-hander, and it does AoE damage. And that... Oh, speaking of deer, we're going to try to sneak up. We're going to take our shield off so we can move a little faster and get some food eaten so we have a little more stamina and health. Deer run really fast when they get spooked. So it's important to either have a ranged weapon or to be pretty good at sneaking up on something from behind. The other one got spooked, but we got deer meat and deer hide. We did not get a deer trophy. That's okay though. I'm just gonna double check my. Whoops. Here's where I'm supposed to be marking it. Chambers. Yep. Okay. Now we're gonna come back here and hide because the deer's gonna reset. So now that the deer is no longer spooked, he's going to finish wandering back over to where it got spooked at. And we will sneak up and take this one out as well. We need deer meat. Deer meat's the best food that we can get from this biome right now. Okay. Okay, we got a deer trophy. Great. Alright, it's getting dark. Saw last time it got dark, we got in trouble. So, wow, what is going on here? Okay. See, again... Oh, that was us. That was destruction was us. It wasn't skeletons, it was us. I forgot we killed all these gray dwarves. So, we're gonna collect our stuff. Go back to our base here. And see what we can craft. Okay. It's possible that we won't learn, because I think deer trophy, core wood, and bones. It's possible that you don't learn the Stagbreaker recipe until after you kill the first boss. I think that's the gating mechanism. But since we have core wood, once we kill the first boss, we'll be able to then gonna get our food going here. I'm going to build another chest because that's usually what happens is you wind up building a lot of chests to store all of your stuff. And I would keep everything to begin with until you figure out what is most important. We still need a couple more deer trophies. We're going to put our treasure over here. Eventually there will be things that you decide are... are worthwhile or not, like Buke Parries. That lets you get rid of the food that you have currently in your stomach so you can eat something else. Not useful all the time. Just waiting for this last piece of food to cook. And then again, we'll probably just sleep through the night. Sleeping through the night really just sort of fast forwards through the morning. You'll also notice that we're here, we have a comfort of 4. If we sit in an area of comfort, I keep moving back and forth into the wind. If we sit in an area of comfort for about a minute, it's going to give us a rested bonus. The rested bonus will give us our stamina back faster. Stamina is what you see me using when I'm sneaking. See this yellow bar at the bottom? That drains as you sneak around, as you chop, as you run, all of those things. Standing still, you'll regain stamina. Having a rested bonus, your stamina regains faster. Being by a fire also helps. It also helps dry you off. When you're out at night in the cold, you have basically a penalty to your stamina regeneration. Same thing if you're wet. And so having rested allows you to operate better at night if you're going to run around at night. And also it helps you even during the day when you're running around, just to kind of stay in the fight and whatever. So if you're going to be fighting a boss, if you're going to be going into burial chambers and whatnot, making sure that you're rested beforehand is important. Raising your comfort level will increase the duration of the rested bonus. Eventually you can get your comfort up to 15, 16, even 17 with certain structures you can build, and that'll give you 20 or 22 minutes, something like that, in terms of rested. So we do not have a bow yet. We have this giant tower shield that I'm going to get rid of. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to save it for later. And I'll get more into that later as well. We're going to put our food over on the left. And our armor next to it. We need 2 deer trophies to summon the boss. So we definitely need to kill some more deer. And we need some more leather scraps. We need 3 more leather scraps so we can craft a bow. The bow is going to be instrumental in beating the boss that we have to fight, and also would help us in killing more deer. So we're going to store all of these other mats. We'll put the eyes in here too. We don't use those right now. We do have 1 set of feathers, and that's also key to helping us build the create fire arrows. Also, we can do for crafting If we get a little more flint, we can make a chopping block. The chopping block will upgrade our workbench, and I think that it will unlock fire arrows. Fire arrows are pretty dang useful. Okay. We're going to store, particularly that wood. We don't need these in our inventory, although we're going to get more. We're going to get flint. Yeah. Throw those in our inventory since we know those are going to stack anyway. And then we're going to eat necktails because that's kind of our weakest food right now in terms of hit points. Neck is 25, 8. Boar meat is 30, 10. And deer meat is 35, 12. We're saving the deer meat. Actually, that's why I'll put that away. We're going to save that for fighting the boss. We're getting closer to being able to take this boss on. We're going to go actually right now while it's nighttime, and so I can just kind of get away from the Black Forest. We're going to head past these mushrooms and... Oh, something killed a deer over here. Useful. Probably, probably whatever was fighting earlier. So mushrooms have not respawned, but that's okay. We're going to head in the direction of the boss stone so we can check it out. We're also going to kill boar and deer that we find along the way as we can. And we're also going to find and mark any mushrooms that we can too. If you don't always have to be sneaking or running, but the more you sneak, run, and jump, the more those skills will go up. And the more you'll have them... The more you'll have them ready for you when the time comes to fight and you need to be able to jump high or run fast. One raspberry. Well, that other boar ran off. Oh no, here he is. Okay. Now we can see the boss stone on our minimap. In the meadows, it's not as scary as over near the Black Forest. Normally, I wouldn't put my initial base like right there. It's just that the set of structures there was kind of nice. Ooh, look, lots of mushrooms. 1, 2, 5, 6. So that's definitely worth marking on the map. A lot of these things, so mushrooms, raspberries, a lot of those foods they'll respawn in the same spot. That's why you want to mark them. The other things, the burial chambers, once you've dug out all the copper or emptied all the burial chambers, you don't get those respawns. The copper won't come back once you've dug it out of the ground. So I like to mark them with different symbols just so I can eyeball and see what I have, what's renewable and whatnot. Also, when you're done, say, I'm going to mine this copper eventually. That'll be when that's a Black Forest thing. We don't have a pick yet. We have to beat this first boss to get it. But once I mine the copper, I can check it off as being done. It puts a little red X on it. And then I'll know that, it's empty. I don't have to travel down there. So we are cold, but we have rested. So those two... We look up here under our compendium. We're rested. 50% health regen, 100% stamina regen. We don't worry about Eider because that's not until you get to the Mistlands area that you're going to deal with Eider. That's magic, basically. Energy. But we're cold. Minus 50% health regen. Minus 25% stamina. So being rested offsets the being cold and then some. Dandelions we're going to use in later recipes. But they're good. It's good to collect things now. Yep. So this is the altar. We found it. Craft a good weapon, don your finest armor, eat a good meal. Right? It's telling you how to prepare. This runestone will tell you what you need. It says hunt his kin. Well, so it looks like he's a giant stag. And we've been killing deer. That's why I said we need deer trophies. There's more mushrooms. 1, 2, 3. Oh, looks like 4. I don't see... No, I don't see a 5th one. Okay. Just good to know. I will just kind of circle around here, see if there's any other tasty morsels. Nope. Okay. Well, I did hear a deer running off a second ago, so somewhere over here is going to be another deer. I would like to get a bow made before we take this guy on. I see some boar straight ahead of me, so I'm going to go deal with those boar, and that will, I think, will give me enough leather to craft a bow, and with the bow I'll be better able to hunt deer. Spears are good too. The issue with spears is once you throw one spear, it's out of your inventory. You have to go pick it up if you want to throw it again. So it's good to be really accurate, or to hope that with Epic Loot, to hope that you will get a magic spear that has recalling on it, which is one of the best, I would say, one of the best enchants, particularly early on. Getting anything that you can throw with recalling on it is a huge boon. Yeah. So we have 8 leather. That's actually enough to craft a bow. We're gonna head back to our base. That's where our bed is. Oh, hi, buddy. And we're going to grab any wood along the way. We're going to take a slightly different route, though. We're going to cut down a little bit. Again, we're sort of looking for mushrooms. That would be good. There's only a couple here. That's fine. 3. Okay, I'm not gonna mark those. I'm not gonna mark 3. We're looking for structures. We're looking for anything, you know, super useful, basically. It's not very often that you run into burial chambers in the meadows. Again, skeletons typically give away that something is nearby, either a mound that might have just a tiny bit of treasure, or burial chambers that is a... Oh, here we go. Here's a building. In addition to chests in buildings, sometimes you will find one that has a beehive in it. This looks like it has neither. It is just a crappy building. If you find a beehive, you can basically take the beehive down, get the queen bee out of it, and then you can set up your own honey production at your base, and that is super useful because you need honey for producing mead and other things. And also it's okay. It's actually really good stamina food. It's good walking around base food because it sort of produces itself, especially once you get 4 or 5 queens making honey for you. Well, normally I would have my weapons not out so I can run a little bit faster, but running into that 1-star skeleton makes me feel a little defensive. Also, I worry that the skeletons outside the mound might respawn. There's a little black forest on this side of the water as well. I don't know how big of a lake that is right now. Oh. There's a deer. No deer trophy. Okay, well, it is what it is. I guess we'll make a bow at any rate, because we're going to need one. Barrel chambers do have good stuff in them. Because there are chests in there, there's a chance we can find some magic items. Creatures can also drop magic items. We just haven't really been lucky enough yet to get any to drop, and that's fine. We'll need to look for more structures, more chests. We definitely need to find some bees, which again you're only going to find in the meadows as well. So there's a boar over there. That's all right. Let's get this. I think we have the mats for a bow. We need 10 wood, and we've got that in here. Plenty of wood. Before we do that, we're going to throw our... We're going to put this raw deer meat in here for now. We're just going to cook the boar meat. Okay. And then we're going to craft some basic arrows. Basic arrows just take wood. When we get to the point where we are taking down birds, because we can hunt, you can hunt those birds that you see landing on the ground, not the raven, obviously. When you see these other birds landing on the ground, you can hunt them with your bow, and they'll drop feathers, and that will get you. It's an easy source of feathers, and also an easy source of skilling up your bow. Take a couple pot shots. Oops, I'm gonna go back up here. Take a couple pot shots at these boar. They're pretty far away. So, but I need some skill anyway. Nope, not even close. It's alright. Thought maybe there was a. Thought maybe I saw another structure in there. Where'd they go? Oh, there he is. Oh, very close. Oh, wait. I got him. Nope. I just spooked him. Nope, he's just spooked. Tougher boars are scarier. If you don't have a shield, if you don't have armor, and you get 3 or 4 of them around you, they'll just keep chasing you. They'll just chase you across a good chunk of the map, really. Okay, we're definitely not going that way. And we already checked that chest out, so. We will go back into these meadows here. We're going to go back near where the boss stones are. You're always going to be returning to the boss stones. I might have mentioned this earlier. Throughout the game, as you kill each boss, you return to the boss stones again and again to hang the trophy on... Oh, probably need to eat a little bit of food. To hang the trophy on the stones, and you'll get a power that you can pick. So we're going to head into the fog and explore a little bit more. I think I'll take my bow out for this. I can see mushrooms off in the distance. I can see raspberries here. See a deer up ahead. But I want to sneak over here. Not sneak, but I want to get over here and grab these mushrooms. Five mushrooms. That's a good spot to mark. Yeah. Well, apparently we scared the deer. Not sure what direction it ran or where it was, but I'm not gonna... Oh. Well, that's the direction it ran. It's hard to shoot a moving deer. Eventually it's going to come back. Oh, this is 5 raspberries. We're going to mark this one. Oh. Missed. Yeah. Oh, look, a little building. Great. Well, let's see if there's anything in there. Oh, a couple more raspberries. Okay. There is a chest up in there. We have enough wood. So we're going to just drop a workbench right here. That'll be the easiest thing to do. And we'll just deconstruct. No magic items. Otherwise, you would have seen like that big sort of like light. Oh, I didn't show you that before. When a magic item drops, you'll see a light based on the color of the rarity drop. And they can drop from other things fighting each other. If you get a troll that goes around and beats up a lot of skeletons and stuff, you'll see. Fun times. All right. Way too high. Oh, just high enough to scare the thing. Or just low enough to scare the thing, I should say. Well, that one's a bust. We're just going to let that one go and try to find another one. Oh, lots of raspberries, though. That's a good one to mark. That is 3 feathers. We're going to mark. Okay, where? There was another deer in this location, but I do not see it. Around that. Okay, see 2. You run out of stamina while you're stealthing, you will stand up and give your position away. So it's important to not run out of stamina when you're stealthing. Yep. All right. Okay, we got another antler. Now, you can sit out here and farm and, you know, craft the best possible gear, you know, like the highest level armor, the best, etc., to fight the first boss. You don't need to, but you can. We are not going to craft the best possible gear. We're going to probably use this crude bow that we have. Maybe we'll upgrade it a level, because the bow's kind of important. Oh yeah, we also want to do that butcher block, so I need to grab some more flint down by the river. That's right. Let's see if there's any over here. Necks aren't very aggressive, but when they do aggro you, at that point you either have to run away or do something else to deal with it, to mitigate it. At some point you're definitely going to want to get your swimming skill up, because you can run out of stamina really easily in the water. Okay. We have a lot of flint, actually. That should be more than enough to do the upgrade we want. Yeah. Okay. Back to our base. You'll get better shooting the bow. We practice. That's aiming, knowing that the arrows are going to drop off. It's the only way we get really good here. Okay. Let's get this crafting upgrade. Chopping block. I'll just put it right there. Sweet. Fire arrows. Just what we want to be able to do. And, oh, Stag Breaker. There we go. Well, that's what unlocks it. The level 2 upgrade on the workbench. Great. I'd love to get a Stag Breaker. I'm definitely going to make one before we go into the burial chamber, because Stag Breaker versus skeletons is amazing, and Stag Breaker and burial chambers is amazing. But we only have 2 deer trophies, so again, we need more. We need more deer trophies, is what we're going to need to be able to craft that. We may get lucky and get one to drop. If that's the case, that would also be amazing. At this point, trying to decide if I want to craft any armor and push against the boss or not. We have our 2 trophies. We can make... Let me see... Oh, I need resin. I need feathers and resin for fire arrows. Yep. So we're going to... Like we can craft 2 stacks of fire arrows. We're saving these for the boss. So we did pick up some flint arrows, and I'll just give you a brief comparison of them. So the normal wood arrow, 22 pierce, your archery range affects that, just like it affects weapons, right? Your bow skill. So 6 to 12 is my damage range on that arrow. The flint arrows that we've been finding, flint head arrows we've been finding around, are 27 pierce. So look at the first damage number, since they're all the same weapon type. Look at the first damage number for comparison. 27 versus 22. So the flint arrow is going to be better. The fire arrow is only 11 pierce, but it's 22 fire damage. This means things that are vulnerable to fire, or just things that you can put a dot on to sort of burn with ticking damage. Fire arrows do a pretty good amount. The combined number there is 33. So, you know, it's kind of a step up, you know, as you progress. But we don't really need... I could make a little more armor that would help us absorb some of the blows from the boss that we're going to fight. But it's not essential. It's not a requirement. I think what I could make is, you know, again, deer hide, leather scraps. Those are all kind of at a premium. We have to go out and hunt those to get them. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a leather helmet. Actually, what time is it? It's almost nightfall. We're not going to fight this thing at night. We're going to fight it during the day after we're rested. Let me make sure I'm using, regular arrows. Get some more feathers here. Oh. Missed. Okay, there's a deer down there and a deer over there. We're going to take this deer first. We'll grab that flint when we get the chance. Just a little out of my reach. Okay. Let's go get that other deer. I really want to peek in that burial chamber, but I also would really like to have a stag breaker before I go in there. Just in case it's full of skellies. We may... Well, we'll take the boss down first, and then we'll poke our head in there. I think that's enough deer. I mean, I think we're going to make a helmet, a leather helmet, That'll give us a couple armor. And then we're going to make our way over to where the boss is. We will get our rested back up. I guess we could just sleep through the night. That will also get us to that point. Oh, what the... Notice how that circle closed in. The longer you hold down your left click, so your whatever you've assigned to attack, the longer you hold that down, the more that circle will close down. It uses up stamina, but it'll increase the accuracy of your aim. So if you're shooting farther away, it definitely helps. So we'll do a leather helmet. Give us 2 armor on our head. Well, we now have 5 deer trophies. I'm not saying I should make a stag breaker instead, because, you know, that's not necessary. But do we want to make another piece of armor? What do we have right now? A rag tunic? So we could make a leather pants, and then we would just at least have some sort of armor on everything. That would use up almost all of our deer hide. I don't think I want to do that. I think we're going to take our chances. We'll bring those trophies with us. We're going to be, for food, we're going to be eating our deer meat. And our boar meat. And, oh man, I really wish I had some honey. I guess we can use raspberries for stamina. Honey is better for stamina. Honey's like 35 stamina. So it's a really good stamina food. We haven't found any yet. So what we're going to do is, through the night, I guess we'll run around. We'll just run through the meadows. We're going to get our rested bonus up here. Okay, it's maxed out. We've got enough boar meat. I don't see any neck meat. I don't want to eat deer meat yet. I guess we'll keep these mushrooms going, but I'll carry the deer meat with me, and the plan is going to be to keep sort of going around, scrounging and looting. We'll kill more deer as we run across them. And we'll get through the night, and then we'll see how we are for tackling the boss. And we're also going to... So running through the meadows, trying to find these buildings. The buildings are where these little huts, you might even find a little tiny lean-to. You know, that's where we're going to find... That's meadows. That's all black forest. This could be still more meadows down here. We're going to go along the coast. I don't like being followed. We're going to take ourselves along the coast. And that will kind of let us see if there's, you know, like across the way, if there's anything. Also give us an idea, is this, you know, is this just a really large lake we're looking at? Is this a, you know, ocean? What are we dealing with here? So far it seems pretty amply sized. Also, if there's... Oh, wait, here we go. Here's a structure. Yeah, I don't think we've found this one yet. There is a chest in here. Usually, I believe if there's a chest, there's no beehive. If there's a beehive, there's no chest. But let's see. Well, flint head arrows. Can't go wrong. We're going to leave the torch, though. Don't really need the torch. You know. Ooh. I see a deer there that's going to have... It's a 1-star deer, so it's going to drop more meat and more hide. Just right-click to dismiss your attack. Oh. Well, since they're hanging out in the water and they're kind of slow in the water. Now, yeah, the problem with that is I'm going to have to swim out there to get it. Not the worst problem. I don't know Oh, I can reach it. I can't reach it. It's too far down. Unfortunate. But hey, I got 2 swim skill. Also, we can look at the effect of now that I am wet. Again, health regen, stamina regen, penalty. Being rested offsets a bunch of that. Being wet also makes you resistant against fire, so that's kind of nice, but weak to frost and weak to lightning. So. Let me shoot this deer back there first. The other thing I may do is I may upgrade my flint axe. I don't know as it's 100% necessary. I mean, it's not really. The better you can avoid getting hit, the less necessary it is to upgrade anything. Armor, weapons, etc. If you get too close to birds, they'll just take off. The only raspberry I see, so we'll just keep going. You see a deer. This is the peaceful part of the game. The least stressful part of the game, I would say, because, you know, dealing with graylings, not a big deal. You get into the next biome, some of the trees can be really... Oh, look, there's a big structure up there. We're gonna take out this deer over here, and then we'll circle over to that structure. Oh, I thought that deer was still standing there. Apparently not. I don't know how much more flint I need. I probably need some. It's probably a good idea for me to pick some up now. Especially because there's a whole bunch right here. I was hoping to give that deer some time to reset. I don't see that happening. Oh, hello. There's 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay. Well, pretty good spot. Okay, up to that structure, see if we can find... Here we go. There it is. Huh. Wait, this is another boss stone for MnkeELA, for the boss that we're dealing with. So this will mark it on the map. This is the same. This is the first biome boss. You can fight these bosses more than once, as long as you want to pay the 2. In this case of this boss, as long as you want to pay 2 deer trophy, you could keep fighting it over and over again. For the hardened antlers that you get out of it. All right, let's see what's over here. Let's see if there's a beehive or anything. There is a beehive. So you see it there. In the daylight, it's easier to see, but here, see that? Yeah, it shows up pretty good. If you get too close, you'll get stung. So having a bow or deconstructing all of the wood around it are both... If you deconstruct all the wood, eventually it will break down. and then you can get at the queen that way, or you can shoot it, wait a moment for the bees to disperse. Otherwise, they'll poison you. It's not terrible, but if you're not suspecting it and you have... There we go. Queen bee. If you're not expecting it and you have low health for some reason, or you're in a fight, or you get trapped in there, you're running from somebody, that would be kind of bad. It looks like there's a... Maybe there... It's either a rock or another structure. We're gonna run over and check it out real quick. And then we're gonna head back and put our... Yeah, it's totally a tower. Let's go check it out. And then we're gonna head back and put our hive down. Maybe we'll knock out the boss on the way back. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, there's a chest up there. So let's... Well, we don't have enough wood, so let's... There's no stairs inside there right now, so we don't have an easy way to do it. So if we get ourselves up to 10 wood, then we can build a workbench. Okay. We're gonna need wood anyway. Might as well just deconstruct this whole thing. The rest of it'll fall apart. Once it's no longer in contact with the ground, usually it'll break apart. Again, no magic items. Looks like some more flint head arrows. Okay. Well. I was really hoping, you know, to get a couple more drops and to get anything useful before we fight the first boss, but that didn't happen. The boss should drop a magic item. Maybe it'll be something good. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna grab a few of these guys, and then, well, I have to. They were all in a row. I feel like it was kind of obligatory to have to take them out. Oh, and that's another structure, so great. Finally, we're finding some buildings here. Maybe we'll get another bee or a chest or something like that. Also get a little bit... Nope. No, nothing. Well, that's too bad. That looks like a lot of raspberries too, but yeah, I guess we'll collect them. I was gonna say, once I get to a full stack of raspberries, I'm gonna stop picking them up. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like that was 7 or 8. Yeah. Okay. Well, makes me feel like I want to look for a few more structures in here, but... Oh, this could be a boar stone. Seems likely that it's the case because there's a bunch of boar around it. Sometimes you'll find these stones, they'll have text on them that you can read that will tell you what they're about. Roots and flowers, look for the boar. Yeah. Tells you about roots of the ground are their pleasure. So that actually is letting you know you can tame boar with food if you want to breed boar. We may get into that at some point, but right now we're just going to be hunting them. Well, we could fight that Ecthyr at one of two places now. It really doesn't matter. Oh, it's getting... I see Black Forest in the background there. It's 5. We're not going to mark that one. Okay. Oh, Every time I'm just going to keep saying okay, because every time I do, it seems that another building pops up on my screen. Whoa. These sometimes are guarded by skeletons. This is what I was talking about, where there's a chance that there's a skeleton with, like, treasure, right? So here's 3 coins, some bones. We maybe need some bones for things. But sometimes there's skeletons underneath these. Like one or two or something like that. Or could be guarding the entrance to a burial chamber. But in that case, it was just a... There might be something we could dig for, a little piece of treasure under there that we could dig for. What do I have for 44 raspberries? I'm not going to grab all the stone. Stone gets kind of heavy. And if we really want stone, we'll come up with better ways to get it. So there was a building over this way. I'm just going to... Yeah, I think it was over this way. Yeah. So Black Forest over there. That's another... All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is... I know there's something back over this way. We're going to go over here because I can see also like a teeny tiny... This is why it's useful to go along the coast sometimes, because it's kind of easier to see. Oops. Where'd that move go? Oh, it went in my inventory. Okay. We're getting kind of full though, our weight. We're 235. Okay. This looks like another farm. You see the fencing around there. Looks like another farm similar to our other base. Maybe there's something in here. Oh, good. Chest. Oh my gosh. Alright, buddy. And some Grey Dwarves over there. Oh! Magic pants. Well, they're not great, but... and they're rag pants. We're already wearing rag pants, but hey, that's okay. A little bit of frost damage reduction. I can't think of anything we're actually going to fight that's going to have any frost, but, you know, magic pants, what are you going to do? Can't turn that down. Also some amber and some more flint head arrows. Our inventory slots are full. We're actually going to put the deer thing up there. Guess we'll... Oh, that's a big deer. It's a 1-star deer. Well, we're here. You can drop a trophy. Sitting on 9. Okay. We're just going to check out this building here, and then it's empty? Yeah. And then... Yeah. They're just like, they're trying to lure me to my death, I feel it. Just one building more. This is it. I mean it. Okay. Flint head arrows. Oops. Oh, it's a trap. Okay. It's not possible. Okay, we're out of here. Man, more carrot seeds. No, I don't have any room. I'll come back if I need them. This, however, is copper. Okay. Oh. All right. I need to... Okay. I'm just going to mark this and then get the heck out of here. There was something else that I mentioned was over there. Or maybe it was in the... Oh, it was the carrots. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. We're just going to get the heck out of here. Yeah, there's a 1-star Grey Dwarf. I don't want to get hit by that guy. We're gonna unequip our axe so that we can... Okay, well, now that he's out here on his own... Oh, I missed. Well, I can't stagger him because he's got too much defense, but I can slowly chip him away. Alright, great. A bunch of stuff I can't carry because my inventory's full. Oh, you know what? We're just going to drop these rag. Wait a second. Oh, no, those were rag pants, and I didn't have pants. So I have pants. Oh. Okay, I understand now. That was a good find. I thought I already had armor for that slot. I did not have armor for that slot. We actually need some of these Grey Dwarf eyes. So what are we going to get rid of here? Whew. Wood. We can always get more wood. We have one bone chip. We'll get rid of the one bone chip. That way we can carry 2 Grey Dwarf eyes. What a trade. Uh-oh. Oh, that is totally a troll up there. No. No, we're out of here. Trolls are bad news. I don't know if he's guarding a cave or whatever the deal is, but we are not in a position to fight him. With a good bow and some good arrows, I mean, you can totally kite him. But that's for the next biome. And what we're trying to do here is finish off the meadows now. So I'm going to go check this one building on the way back, and we're going to take care of the boss. I have enough durability on my bow, and I think I have enough arrows. Yeah, here we go. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Alright, well, here's what it is. Okay. So, the boss is way back here. I think we can get there and fight him before nightfall. Now, we're kind of full on inventory. We're going to go back. Actually, we'll do this proper. We're going to go back to our base, which is quite a ways away, but we can make it. We're going to go back to our base and get rested. You want a rested bonus to fight the boss, just to be able to get your endurance back. And then we'll fight him at the close boss stone, the one that's close to where our bed is. I do have enough wood I could probably build, or I could go back to one of these buildings that we just went through, and could maybe like just put a bed, I could put a bed and whatever in one of those, and we could just sleep there. I mean, actually, there is a building like right next to the boss, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So I have plenty of wood. I can build a workbench, some roof. Yeah, and also, it's like, normally I wouldn't build something right next to the boss. I wouldn't fight the boss next to where I'm sleeping. But this is just going to be temporary. In fact, really, all it's going to be is we're going to build a workbench, and we're going to build a chest. That's all we need to do. We'll just unburden ourselves a little bit. Plenty of arrows. Get that wood in there. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now, I don't think we can access this right now. Yeah, it's too exposed, so we need to put a roof over it. Crafting, building. Right, and I just put all my wood away, so go figure. Oh. Still too exposed. And if that's too exposed, then we need to figure out which way the wind's blowing and block it off. Alright, there we go. Great. Now everything's repaired. We don't have to worry about that stuff. We'll put the screen B in here too. Alright. And we'll dump that wood. Oh no, we need some wood. We need some wood, and we need a little bit of stone for this fight. The reason why we need some wood and some stone is because we're going to build some campfires. The campfires will do... they can damage the boss. We'll put one down underneath the boss to give it... to put a little bit of damage on it. Oops. Yeah. This is where you... This is where you don't want to run into boars, when you have no stamina to fight them. And you're riding on hit point fumes. Definitely going to eat that one. We're going to eat one of these honey for the boss fight. You only need like 10. So each campfire takes like 5 stones. We're gonna do like 15. 15. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So when you're fighting this boss, I don't know how I got 2 torches. I must have just grabbed one out of something. Definitely don't do that. When you're fighting this boss, you're going to be using actually a lot of fire arrows. Fire arrows are good. Dodging is good. Like I talked about, rolling to get away from the attacks. We're going to eat our deer meat now. We're going to eat honey. And then we're going to put a campfire down. Actually, we're going to wait. We're going to spawn him first. You'll see the stars, the sparkles for where he is spawning. We're going to wait for our... Oh, shoot, we don't have rusted. Hold on. No, we don't. Whatever. We'll do it without rusted. It's fine. Yeah, use deer trophy on the altar. Oh, I can't do it while I have the building hammer out. Alright. So, we look for where the sparkles are heading towards. They look like they're heading actually right here. There we go. He's taking a little bit of burning damage. We're going to keep him burning, and now the fire's gone out, so that doesn't help us. Just keep running away from him. You can block and tumble roll. Woo. Just got to avoid this stuff. Again, you don't really need a lot of armor if you're not getting hit. If also, when you do that tumble roll, it gives you like a moment of invulnerability. So you can tend to dodge things like that, or if like a troll is going to stomp on you or some other sort of thing is happening. Gives you a few frames. Want to keep your your stamina up so you can dodge as need be, and just kind of keep circling around. Oh, missed with that one. Come on, buddy. One more. Whoa. 2 more. Oh, don't fall down in the... Oh, I thought he was going to fall down the hill. All right, there we go. That's it. Okay. Badge got him dropped. And it is another wood tower shield. That's my luck. That's my luck, everybody. Yep. So we need to take the trophy that he dropped, this giant trophy here, and we're going to take it and hang it back on the boss stone. But before we do that, we're going to see, yep, we got another tower shield. Not my favorite. Unfortunately, we may have to, I don't know, we'll figure something out. We definitely want to take this deer meat with us. I think we can... I don't think crafting this antler pickaxe is what we want to do right now. That's just going to give another item in our inventory. So we'll probably ditch the eyes. Some of these things, we don't need the stone, that's for sure. We don't need the wood. We can always acquire that again. Wood and stone are really easy to get a hold of. I mean, the amber is somewhat easy to get a hold of too, but... ore trophy, don't need that. We'll take the flint. And, are these fires going? No, we're not. I'm not going to cook that stuff. I think that's good enough. I'm trying to think of, like, you know, the honey's not super necessary either. We've got a bee. That's what's going to get us more honey anyway. But 3 deer meat isn't a big deal. We're just going to swap that with the 2 eyes. Okay. Back to the boss stone. You may be thinking right now, you know, Epic Loot not really living up to its name, and you know, that's the odds in this zone, in this biome. As things progress and we get access to more fights against creatures, you know, skeletons and gray dwarves and whatnot in the next biome particularly, I think the odds are going to go up that we get something useful. Also, we had a lot of empty buildings that didn't have chests in them, and chests can be a good source of magic items when you find actual chests out in the world. Which the burial chamber should have, has a potential for having chests in it for sure. When we get, we're a little like, there we go. There's the boss stones over there. One of the abilities, in fact, the ability we're going to get right now from turning in this head is you get basically a power gifted from the creature that you defeated. So in the case of this stag boss here, we're going to get a power that lets us run a lot better. Jump stamina usage minus 60% and run stamina usage minus 60%. So that will give us the ability to cover long distances like that run. We would have been able to cover it much better even without being rested. Now, we did fight the boss without being rested. If you were going into it for the first time and you've never played it, you could always have upgraded armor. You could have farmed more deer to get better, like more pieces of leather armor. You could have upgraded your bow. But you don't have to. As long as you have fire arrows, for the most part, I mean, that carried the fight. So he's kind of saying the Elder awaits you in the Black Forest. Yep, we know. We can craft a pick now. Crafting a pick's going to allow us to dig out copper, which is also in the Black Forest, and that will get us access to even more stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and to our, you know, to our actual bed, our actual base, and probably need to build another chest. Take down, because I think I just got rid of all my wood and I didn't bring any back with me. So we may need a third chest. Let's see, what am I at now for wood? 5. Oh, there's a shaman over there. Oh yeah, fire arrow. That's right. Forgot I had that equipped. It's okay. Ah, he poisoned me. It's okay. Luckily, I've got some hit points. But I don't have a lot of stamina going right now, and I really got to take this guy down. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, shoot, and there's a brute. Yep. Well. There we go. That's what I want to see right there. Skeleton versus brute. I'm just gonna... let them duke it out. Usually there's a few skeletons that spawn. I'm guessing it's a respawn from being near that burial chamber. They're just gonna duke it out. The brute's gonna win. Skeletons are not as good as brutes in fighting. Brutes are kind of scary. They can beat you down pretty hard. So I'm gonna try to help the skeleton by lighting that brute up. If I get him low enough, I will take him. All right, I think I can do this. Here we go. All right. I made it look easy, I know, but that's they're actually scarier than that. Particularly if they get the drop on you and hit you with their big club. You'll be not liking it. So, we got a little bit of room for putting some stuff away. Like I said, we're probably going to need to build another chest. We also want to get this beehive going. So 7. Whoops, not 7. 7's my crafting. Yeah, need one more wood for the beehive. We've got, let's get this stuff put away in here. Looks like we're gonna cook up a few more deer meat. Now that we're kind of edging out of this biome, put that flint stuff away. Oh yeah, we do want to get a pick made too. So we're gonna need to get some. Don't need 4 wood. Grab that for the... I would like to get a stag breaker built as well, and I don't think I have enough core wood for that. What is that noise? Oh, that's right. It's the sound of cooking. We're just going to run out here and get some more wood. But we've got rusted, so that'll give us some stamina back. Ancient seed is something we need in the next biome. For summoning stuff. We're going to try to chop down trees that aren't near the Black Forest. I mean, I could get some wood and some core wood from chopping down more of those trees, but at night in the Black Forest, there's a lot of grey dwarves that'll spawn. And the sound of chopping and digging can draw things that are bigger even than brutes. And I don't want to draw that kind of attention to myself right now. Yep, there's another brute. Well, I got lucky the first time because that other guy distracted him. Ooh, that was a really good hit, though. That was a good sneak attack there. Oh, wow. Well, come here, buddy. I don't want you to run and heal. There we go. That fire should finish him off. Yep. These ancient seeds are actually what you will use to summon the Elder. Once we figure out where the Elder is. So, kind of getting lucky on some of those drops too. We're gonna set up our beehive. They need to be outside with some ample space around them. Okay, they're sleeping. It's a good sign. If they need more space, I think it warns you. That'll tell you they're sleeping or they're happy. If they're in a good state. We've got more wood, so we should be able to make... Yeah, we can make this antler pickaxe. That's going to allow us to dig the copper. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? Shoot. Speaking of things that I left on the stove. Yeah, I got a little more coal accidentally. That's okay. It's getting kind of cramped in here. We're going to build another chest. Because we just have like way too much stuff kind of going on in here at this point. This isn't really going to be our permanent base. Otherwise, I would have to really consider expanding it more. And also, I would not put it near the... I would not put it so close to the Black Forest. There's too much kind of going on where you can run into issues fighting, having to fight all the time. And I'm just not going to be doing that. Okay, so we could use some more fire arrows. So we need a little more wood, and we're fine for resin and fine for those leaves. We're going to put these seeds in here. And we've got a spot for eyes over here already. Eventually organization becomes an issue, and we've got ways of dealing with that with signs and layouts and whatnot. What you got for me here, Eugen? Crafted a pickaxe. That's right. Find copper. Yep, there'll be tin on the ocean shore. So back over here, we could look and see if there's some tin. Since there's water right by that one piece of copper. The sun is coming up, so we are primed for dealing with the next part of the adventure, which would be dealing with, well, burial chambers and acquiring copper and smelting it and stuff like that. And I think what I'm gonna do, I've got enough inventory room. I'm gonna run over and see if I can. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna eat that last piece of honey and run over and see if I can get. If that core wood is still there, I want to harvest the rest of that core wood to get a stag breaker made, and then we will peek into the burial chambers and see how that goes. Now I already marked this copper node. Yep, that core wood is still sitting there. It's daytime, so the odds of drawing a ton of attention are less. There's a couple other core trees there. We need 20 core wood. We had 10, so that's 19, of course, which means we got to take down another tree. Particularly these pine trees. So these are fir, right? Pine. So core wood's going to be in the pine. Ooh, see that blue glowy mist over there? That means there's something of interest kind of in that direction. Could be, looks like maybe it's a building. Could be something else. Sometimes a low mist like that is nothing, but sometimes could be a burial mound or a troll den. Let's hope it's not a troll den. I don't see anything moving. Sometimes when you make a lot of noise in the Black Forest, if you attract the attention of a troll, you'll know soon enough. That's given us enough core wood. We're just going to finish chopping some right here. Okay. And we're going to get out of here. So, eventually we're going to come back here. We're going to start mining this copper out. We're going to mine this copper. We're going to look and see if there's a tin. Yeah, there's tin. So we'll get the tin and the copper mined. But first we're going to get this stag breaker made. Stag breaker, because it's an AoE ground attack weapon, it's just positively I don't know. I don't want to say it's essential for being in the going into the Oh, that's right. I need to make sure I have enough antlers. No, I have enough antlers. All right, so stag breaker. Stag breaker. Oh, 2 other scraps. That's right. 3 times scrap. There we go. Great. Let's get one of these bad boys crafted. Okay. We're going to put the rest of these deer trophies in here. We'll put our stag breaker. Put on number 5. There we go. And we're going to get rid of some of these other... Oh, yeah, that's right. We needed a few more fire arrows. Okay. So we're going to go and do... Since it's still technically in the meadows, we've kind of been dipping into the next biome, but we're going to go and deal with that burial chamber. We're going to bank all of our mats. Let's put the arrows over here next to the thing here. Flinthead arrows are fine. We're going to put the resin in here and the stone in here. We don't need any of that. We do need 3 types of food. Those aren't going to cut it. I guess we'll eat mushrooms for our 3rd food. Lots of hit points and a little bit of stamina. And I think that's going to carry... It's going to carry us. Oh man, are you attacking my bees? Don't do that. Alright. Whatever. Let's go check out the burial chambers. Last time there was a... Doesn't look like there's any other skeletons around here, so... Alright. Well, we're going to sneak in anyway. Okay, usually in the burial chambers, there are up to 3 ways you can go. Whoa, there's a skeleton right there. Okay, well, let's start this off right now by stag breaking him. So, our club skill is low, but it'll get up a lot, because we're going to be beating the crap out of skeletons all day in here. So, straight ahead is a dead end. That's no way to go. To the left, there's a door. We're going to leave our doors closed for now, because skeletons won't open doors. Oops. They might chop them down if they're, like, aggravated. Like, if they hear you fighting a lot and they're just on the other side of the door, they might start attacking the door then. But generally speaking, they won't mess. They'll just hang out. So we're going to look down this hallway. Nothing. Ooh, look. Alright. So, right off the bat, Surtling Port. Oh, right off the bat, a 1-star skeleton. Yikes. Now, the cool thing about Stag Breaker is, see that damage? See that yellow damage? That means it's critting something, and that skeleton, you can see his health bar's gone down some. It's critting the skeleton through the wall. Okay, so that's why Stag Breaker is amazing. Okay. Oh, more skeletons. There we go. Another 1-star. Ooh, I don't really like fighting 1-stars right now, and I don't have the armor for it. Ooh. It does a little bit of knockback. I'm kind of worried now that there's a skeleton spawner around here. We're gonna... Okay, that goes down to a door, so I'm not too worried about that. These yellow mushrooms are useful. There's some recipes they're used in. You can also eat them. Let's see, they have 30 stamina and 10 health instead of 15. So we're going to switch to eating those mushrooms when we can right now for our stamina. Okay, there's a door, some treasure. If you look on the ground, sometimes you'll see there's some coins. So there could be something on the other side of this door. I'm going to leave all the doors closed until I open them. The reason why is so I can easily see where I've gone. If the door is open, I've explored the area. If the door is closed, I've not. Now here's something you can notice too. Now that I'm out of stealth, if I stealth, I think that eyeball means there's something on the other side of the door. I can't see anything, but this will tell me, no, there's nothing that is a skeleton on the other side of the door. Because a skeleton will take yellow damage from the hammer. It's just like, you know, just mushrooms. And in fact, this is a dead end. Alright, well, that was kind of an uneventful door. And that was all dead end. And now we're going to go back over to here and go down to this door. Again. Yeah, so 2 yellow things means there's 2 skeletons behind the door. One of them was probably a 1-star, and one of them was probably a no-star. Or, since they're still yellow, okay. It could mean that there's a skeleton generator on the other side of this door. That's also not something that we're super excited about. Oh, here's a 1-star, but he's dead. And sometimes you queue up a second attack before you can stop it. Oh, there's a skeleton over there. See him sneaking behind the column, looking for me. Now, I can't swing this fast enough to take advantage of staggering the skeletons, but if you had looked, you would have seen he was staggered from my hit. Again, another door. We leave the door closed until we check out all the open, see if there's any openings. Nope, there's 2 doors still. And this is there was another wing, so this is our first wing. I can definitely see a skeleton eyeball on the other side of that door through that crack. I don't know if you can see that little tiny piece of like red light when I angle it. He moved on, but see. This is why the Stag Breaker is pretty amazing, except for the fact that archers sometimes are, at least he's not a 1-star, because that would have hurt really bad. I probably would have had to run away. Okay. Slopes are not the best. So good, more certainly cores. Okay, I'm gonna eat one of these mushrooms now. Oh. Oh no! Ambushed! Oh god, it's a 2-star! Oh, I'm gonna die. Whoa. I can't really outrun him. I need to put this weapon away. Ugh. Now I can stay just ahead of him. I think it was this way. Woo! Well, that was close. Yeah, I did not have the stamina for that ambush. Maybe they'll get close enough to the door that I can take them out. Nope. That's alright. I'm going to reload some of my food here. That's going to give me a little bit more hit points. I'm going to switch to my bow. For some reason, they're not coming through this door, and I'm not sure why. It's odd. But I'll take it. A 2-star with my amount of armor, now with max hit points, I don't know if he would one-shot me or not, but I didn't want to find out. There's still that archer down here. I don't know. We have that other door that we haven't opened yet, so that's good. Alright. So the archer did not come up. I'm also, again, once I started seeing, oh good, the archer's dead. Here's another Surtling core. Awesome. Okay. I don't see any eyeballs, so I think that's the end of this area. Yeah. So crouching would show me if there's anything nearby. If I'm making enough noise and drawing attention. I don't see any other... It's always good to check the ground and whatnot for treasures. All right. I don't see any... I'm just going to swing anyway. Nope. Nothing that was close anyway. Goes in two directions. Dead end and dead end. Alright, well. Whew. Yeah, the drawback to Stag Breaker is... I'll show you now that I moused it, now that I can. Is the movement speed penalty is minus 20 when you have it equipped. So, not great. Right? That's why I couldn't get away from that 2-star. I couldn't sprint well. I was already out of stamina, and yeah, that was. I thought it was going to be doing a corpse run. Okay, definitely a hallway. Nothing that way. Torches will take damage from your swinging too. Then you'll be able to destroy torches pretty easily. There's something behind the door. Definitely. Multiple somethings. So we're just gonna sit back here and swing until. All right. Get our stamina back up, just in case. Alright. Here we go. Room's clear. Wow. More Surtling cores. Four Surtling cores. That's crazy. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's, like, chests or anything else. There's definitely a chest right here. No magic items out of this dungeon. But, wow. Surtling cores are going to be used for smelting copper. That's one of the main reasons why you need them. You need them for smelting your ore to be able to make the next round of upgrades. The other thing, I'm going to put this hammer away. It's in my face. The other thing that Surtling cores are going to be useful for is going to be portals. So once we get fine wood. Okay, this place is done. We're going to exit out so that we know we completed that chamber. Portals. You can build portals to connect things up so you don't have to run across the map so much. So getting 6 Surtling cores was actually a pretty solid find. Excellent. So the bees are looking pretty good. They're happy. They'll produce honey. Once you get to like 4 or 5 of the beehives, you'll be flush. You'll be flush with honey. You can do mead. You can do, you can eat it around your base and whatnot. So let's talk what our next plan is. We still haven't found the location of the second boss, which is the way you find it is going into burial chambers and looking for or towers, the stone towers that are standing outside. You're looking for the Vegvasirs, that's what it's called. That will point you to the direction of the Elder. So in our next chapter, which is going to be the Black Forest chapter, we're going to go and mine the copper that's over here and the tin. That will give us some upgrades. I don't know if we're going to keep our base right here. It's a little close to the Black Forest. I tend to prefer my real base being on the coast, easier to put a boat in, and not being so close to the Black Forest that I have to worry about a troll spawning and wandering out and just destroying everything. So this was a good temporary base. We may look for a. Sorry, I'm glancing over there to see what that glow is. We still have a whole lot of meadows to explore. This little dot here, actually... So, normally when you spawn into the game, a Valkyrie flies you in. Because I had started the world generating and then shut it down to prepare for the recording, it didn't actually capture the flight path of me flying in. So, but this little piece of mountain that is exposed over here was probably my original starting point flying up on that Valkyrie. So I know there's mountains in that direction. I don't want to deal with those because that's actually the 4th biome. But there's a lot, probably a lot more meadows to explore in this area. There's black forest up in this direction with copper as well. We could always dig all the copper out over here. It's a pretty safe spot, seemingly. You don't have to really be locked into where your base is as yet, because we're still kind of early in the game. And even as the game progresses, you may find yourself moving your base. But my preference for a mostly permanent base is going to be on the coast, typically in the meadows. It's kind of a safer deal. But we're gonna call it here for this chapter. And next time we pick it up, we'll be, you know, following the path that I kind of set, figuring out where our next base is going to be, digging up the copper, trying to find more burial chambers, and trying to locate where the Elder is. The other thing we're going to be doing is looking for the trader, the merchant. Somewhere around in the Black Forest, there's going to be a merchant that will spawn, a trader that will spawn, and that's where his camp will be the entire rest of the game. We want to find him so we can sell our valuables to him, so we can maybe buy some items from him, fishing pole, for example, etc. So all of that stuff is going to be on the slate for our next kind of to-do list. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed things. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments down below if you have questions about anything, if you have any ideas or suggestions as well. I really appreciate all your feedback and support. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.